Hello. So welcome to the live stream. We're on my Liverpool save, which is so just turn the music down a little bit. So yeah, we're on my Liverpool save, which is actually a save I'm not doing online, like I'm not doing content on this, but I just thought I'd go live this morning and just play a little bit of it on a live stream to see how we get on. So like I say, with Liverpool, we're 16 games into the season, second in the table behind Manchester City by 1 point, ahead of Tottenham by 1 point, ahead of Arsenal by 2, then you've got Villa, Man United, Newcastle after that. If we have a look at who we've lost against, both of them have been away from home. So we lost 1-0 away against Newcastle and 3-1 away against Chelsea, which was not far away from being the first game of the season, might be the second game of the season. In terms of drawn games, we drew away from home against Man United and away from home against Aston Villa. Disappointing to draw at home against Bournemouth, but it is what it is. So if we actually look at the table itself, let's get the full table up. Stages, that's the one. If we actually have a look at our home form's pretty good. 8 games played, 7 wins, 1 draw, only 4 goals conceded, 29 scored. Our away form, we're sitting at third in the away form table with 4 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats, 9 goals conceded from 8 games. So we're definitely stronger at home than we are away. If we look at the XG table, we sit top of the XG table. X points is 37.3, so we are top of the XG table, so we would probably expect to be high up in the league anyway. So if we get into this game, it is 17th of December, so it's nearly Christmas. I mean, to be fair, it is nearly Christmas in real life as well. I know a lot of people won't want to hear that, but it is true. So this is a game we're going to start with, or the team we're going to start with in this game. Alisson Becker in goal. Barco, left back. Robertson is out injured at the moment. He should be back soon. He's going to be back in a week. Alexander-Arnold on the right. Virgil and Konate in the middle. Coop Miners in a deep line play, make a role in the defensive midfield position, with Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch ahead of him. Jones on the left, Salah on the right, Darwin up top. We have got a few injuries. We've got, as I say, Andrew Robertson's out for a week. We've got Luis Diaz is out for up to 3 weeks. Cody Gakpo has literally just come back from injury. He looks like he's fit enough to start, so we put him up there actually. And Diogo Jota is going to be back in a week as well. He's currently got an injury too. If you are joining the stream, please leave a like. It'd always be appreciated. And drop a comment. Let me know you're here. See what you want to talk about. Anything to do with FM, how you're enjoying the game, all that sort of stuff. So let's get into this particular game. Go to match. I'm probably only going to be streaming for about an hour this morning. This was pretty much just to see how we get on type thing with this live stream. There will be plenty more live streams coming up on the channel, so definitely subscribe if you want to join future live streams and know when we're going live. Hit the notification bell and all that sort of stuff. So against game against West Ham, didn't actually think of looking where they were in the table, probably about mid-table. Oh no, Trent's injured in the 3rd minute of the game. Injuries on FM are crazy. It always is during the beta, but yeah, it's mad how many injuries you get. Like I say, every year in the beta, you always pick up these injuries. So West Ham have the ball. Ward-Prowse goes back to his goalkeeper Areola. Then bring it forward. I think the actual match engine looks so much better in this year's game. There are, oh, I thought that was going to be a goal. There are certain tweaks that still need to be made. It's not perfect by any means, But the improvement from what it's been in previous years is absolutely mad. You know, they've done such a good job. Let me know what you think of the picture quality as well, audio, all that sort of stuff. So there's a penalty for us. And I'm presuming it's going to be Salah that's going to take it. Yes, it is. Very good penalty from Mohamed Salah. 13th goal of the season. He actually got off to a belting start at the beginning of the season. He had like 10 goals in like just as many games, if not less than 10 games. Really is a cracking player in game, in game and in real life, to be fair. Obviously, like I said earlier, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I do like Liverpool. I've always liked Liverpool. They're sort of like the second club, if you will. You know, I'll look at them and just think, yeah, you're a proper club. Barco with the corner, and it's headed over the bar. So, still 1-0 away from home. In an important league game, we need to keep the pressure on Manchester City, who are top of the table. Gomez is bringing it down the right, but he's lost possession. Cresswell has it now for... Oh, we've won it back. Oh, and then giving it straight back away again. That's something that frustrates me, is the amount of misplaced passes that there are in game, because you see the players that Liverpool have got, you know, some real top quality creative players, constantly misplacing passes, and you see the opposition like there, just pinging the ball around like they're Real Madrid in their prime, you know, and it's like, how are they able to do it? But my ones are continually misplacing their passes, you know. So it's 1-1 at half time. Disappointed to concede that goal. Danny Ings with the scorer. Darwin Núñez is apprehensive. I have also noticed that players don't like being criticised in FM at the moment. Again, I don't know if it's just a beta thing or what it is, but they really do not like being criticised. They get the ump very quickly, and you kind of think, well, you know, I'm paying you to be a footballer, maybe you want to start playing some football. And this Liverpool team as well, I've got to say, is terrible for players being unfit. You know, it's, again, you look at it and it's like, oh, you need to rest this player, you need to rest that player, and it's like, all I want them to do is play a game of football. It's what I pay them for, and I pay them handsomely to do that. You know, but they constantly need to be, it's Paqueta, but Alisson says it, yeah, they constantly need to be rested. I think Salah, Robertson, they're probably the two worst in this Liverpool team. We're not looking like we're going to get a win out of this game. The problem is we haven't got a great deal on the bench. I'm going to bring Gakpo on the left, because Curtis Jones has been playing pretty well for us this season, but he's having a disappointing game here. Maybe he's one of those people that's better suited to coming on as a substitute. So let's see if Gakpo can do anything for. I mean, you look at the fitness of the West Ham team; they look absolutely dead. So it's time's running out. Not quite sure what happened there. It looked like we had a shot, but the highlight didn't quite catch it. And that's going to be a 1-1 draw away to West Ham United. Really disappointing when we've just beaten Arsenal. So let's move on. Now, what I will say is I have downloaded the logos and the face packs. As you can probably see, I mean, Darcy O'Reilly, a press officer, she's got quite a funky hairstyle, hasn't she? I don't think I've seen a woman with that hairstyle in Football Manager before. I could be wrong, but there's 3 to 4 weeks. They're not even 1 to 2 day injuries, they're weeks. And I suppose I should be grateful they're not months worth of injuries. So we'll do the press conference. I don't really know why I do the press conferences, but I do. Leave. There you go, Núñez fitness concern. It's every game there's someone that's got a fitness concern, and it's like, you've played one game of football, mate. You know, what's wrong with you? And when you're in a period of the year like this, where you know, you've got the Christmas fixtures going. We're quite lucky we've got a week off there. Or over a week, actually. It's like 9 days off. So what we'll do is we'll go into our squad and we'll give them all a couple of days rest. Not too many, just 2 days. Just give them a little bit of a help, you know. So in terms of transfers, if you want to have a look at the transfers we've done so far, obviously I'm playing this in the real world mode. So the players join the club in game when they did in real life. And so obviously McAllister, Szoboszlai, they were already due to come, as was Endo and Gravenberch. I think Nallo and Naoni were due to come as well. They're a couple of youngsters. Trey, Naoni, yeah, 16 years old. Looks okay, nothing special, but see how he gets on. And then Amaro Nallo, who's 17 years old, pretty much the same as the other player, Trey Nano. So the players that I've bought in myself, Cooper Miners is the first one that I bought in. When you look at Cooper Miners, is kind of what I feel we need. So red is obviously our highest attributes, then it's the blue, then green after that, and then white for the ones that really don't matter at all. And yeah, he can play defensive midfield, he can play central midfield, he can play attacking midfield. So we get good versatility out of him, and I've been really impressed with him as well. And what I really liked is the fact that his free kick taking is 16, and with the emphasis being put on set pieces this year, with the new set piece creator and all that sort of stuff, I want a really good set piece taker. So he's the one that seems to take all their free kicks anyway. So yeah, we bought in Cooper Miners for 30 million, potentially rising to 39. We bought in Valentin Barco, who I wasn't aware is quite a popular person in FM24 this year. I've seen a few content creators have actually brought him in, and he's a young left back, wing back on the left, midfield. I mean, he can play pretty much anywhere up that left hand side. We have used him, I think, in one game in the attacking midfield left position. He's made 12 appearances for us. A lot of them have been from the subs bench. But yeah, he looks a promising player, potentially 4-star ability, currently 2 stars. So I don't think 8 million was a bad deal for him. I mean, when you look at his valuation now, he's 27 to 33. So even if he's able to sell him in a year or two's time, we're going to get a great profit from him. David Carmo we got from Porto. I think that said 9 million raised into something else. Central midfielder, I basically got him because he was very strong left-footed, so he can play as a replacement for Virgil van Dijk when we need to give him a rest. And he's 6'5", good marking. His heading can do with improving. He's got really good jumping reach, so he looks like he could be a useful addition to us. It doesn't look like, you know, he's not going to improve a great amount, but yeah, it looks like he could be a suitable deputy, shall we say, for Virgil van Dijk. So yeah, he was 9 million, potentially raising to 11. So again, that's not a massive amount of money, and potentially we could sell him for a little bit of profit again in the future as well. Then if you look at, so Wataru Endo, I mean, I don't really know why Liverpool bought this guy. I mean, his mentals are mental. You know, that his mentals are really good. His physicals are not bad either. He's just a bit meh. You know, there's nothing really great about him. He's 2.5 current ability. He's going to stay at 2.5, and yeah, he is what he is. He's got a value of up to 17 million. So if anyone come in for him, fine. But his value is no different to what we've bought him at. He's 30 years old. He's really got no actual resale value to him. And then also you've got Ryan Gravenberch as well. 34.5 million we bought him in for, and his value's up towards 100 million already. Reasonable left foot, strong right foot, so it's good to see that he's pretty much 2-footed. When you look at his attributes, yeah, you know, he's got the potential to actually develop into a really, really good player in the game. So hopefully he does develop into that. And then if we look into the future transfers, we've got Gabriel Moscardo coming in. It says 25 million there. It's actually something like 5 million up front. He's an 18-year-old from Corinthians. Defensive midfielder, can be retrained to play in the slightly further positions as well. When I look at, he's got a 12 tackling. He could potentially be a box-to-box midfielder for us. If you look at our tactic, we have the deep line playmaker in the defensive midfield role, and then we have McAllister as a box-to-box midfielder. Sometimes if Szoboszlai's in, Szoboszlai plays as a box-to-box, and McAllister will play with Mazzala, either that or Gravenberch. They can all pretty much play in various different positions, which is great. So yeah, going back to him, 18 years old, he's got 5-star potential. We could really make it a great player out of Moscardo. If we go to the actual transfer centre, we've also got Mateus Isepi. Probably said that name completely wrong, by the way, but it is what it is. Probably going to be a 3-star potential player, but could potentially be 4-star, 1.5 star at the moment. He's 17 years old. We're bringing him in for next to nothing. It's the kind of player that if he works out, great. If he doesn't, then we can move him on. He can play in the attacking midfield role as an advanced playmaker. We're probably going to retrain him in the striker role and try and get him to be something like an advanced forward or pressing forward, something like that, maybe even a bit of both. So yeah, he's coming in for 4 million, potentially raising to 9 million. Gabriel Moscardo, 5 million, potentially raising to 25. I don't mind doing things on the Never Never here because we're not going to be doing this save long enough for it to really matter. Once the full game releases, we'll forget about this game. Then Marcus Leonardo, who is a bit of a legend in FM anyway. He's been around for a few years now. And he's a striker. He's actually someone I'm looking to come in and give a bit of competition support to Darwin Núñez, because although Diogo Jota can play up front, he's probably more reliable for us out on the left. So yeah, bringing Marcus Leonardo is really good composure, really good off the ball. We're hoping that he can turn into a really good addition to this team, and like I say, he's currently got a value of 13.5 million. We're bringing him in for 13.5. That's why his valuation says that. But when he arrives at the club, his valuation will be a lot higher than that anyway. So again, somebody else at the club can make a lot of profit out of. If you look at the club vision, it doesn't actually say in here about. Oh, there you go. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. So Marcus Leonardo will tick a box as far as that's concerned anyway. So it'll help with the vision and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we'll hit continue because we've done that game against West Ham and weren't particularly pleased with it. Like I say, we've got a game in 9 days' time, which is at home to Brentford, who are 10th. Then we've got the Merseyside derby. If you look at the next game, Merseyside derby on the 29th. Obviously, Christmas is a busy period, and that's at Goodison. I presume it's Goodison, not their new ground. And then we've got Brighton, who are 11th, at home on New Year's Day. And then it should be, yeah, FA Cup third round. We've been drawn at home to Sheffield United. We went out in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup as well. Draws for the cup competitions have been not exactly favourable. So in the third round of the Carabao Cup, I'll show you on the schedule screen really. So the third round, we got drawn away to Manchester City, drew 2-2 and went through on penalties. And then in the fourth round, we got drawn away to Brighton and went out 1-0 in that game. We did field basically weakened teams in both rounds. In terms of our Europa League, we've got a group that contains PSV, AEK and Sheriff Tiraspol. We've basically fielded reserve teams in all of these, or not reserve teams, but our second team. So you see PSV, away to them we won 3-0, goals from Van Dijk and 2 from Darwin Núñez. Van Dijk's the first teamer, Robertson's the first teamer. So we had probably a first team, most of a first teamer in that one. Then AEK, I think this is when we then started to rotate it a bit and move it about. So we had Alisson, and then Gomez, Matip, Carmo, Barco, Bajcetic, Elliott, Endo, Jota, Jones and Gakpo. McAllister came on as a substitute. Then we had Sheriff Tiraspol. We won 2-0 in that game. Goals from Jota and Gakpo. So I should have said in the previous games where we had goals from Jones, Matip, McAllister and Jota. As you see, it's pretty much the same sort of team. Won that one 2-0. Won the away game 5-1. Canate picked up an injury, but goals from Gomez, Jones, McAllister, Gakpo and Jota. Jota seeming to quite like the Europa League. So that was the team we had out in that one. Then we had the home game against PSV where we won 3-1. Bajcetic, Nunes and Szoboszlai with the goals there. Jota didn't actually play in that game. I think he was injured actually. And then AEK, we won 2-1 in the game against them with goals from Nunes and Jones. Again, that's the team we had in that game. So we're awaiting the draw for the first knockout round of the Europa League. Not quite sure when that actually takes place, but hopefully it will be fairly soon. So have you found any good wonder kids on the game? I've had a look through some of the lists you get from people like FM Scout and people like that. There's actually a good one on Twitter, which I can't actually remember what they're called now, but they seem to just do Twitter and Instagram stuff. They don't seem to have YouTube channels or anything like that. From what I've seen, I could be wrong, but I don't know. Kanate's developing concerns. He wants a new contract. There's no point asking Mo Salah to have a word with him, because from what I've worked out from my Luton Town Let's Play and from this game with Liverpool, is that you ask someone to have a word with them and it has absolutely no effect whatsoever. So, yeah, we'll give him a new contract. Why not? There's also no point trying to sort of negotiate with them, because if you do, they just don't really want to know, and they'll leave. So let's offer him his new contract. Ibrahima Kanate. Discuss contract with new agent. We're interested. Let's contest it. Let's agree. End chat. End contract negotiations. We want to win a domestic cup. Well, I don't really care what you want to win, Ibrahima. 125. What's his current? His existing. So he wants to go from 70 grand to 125. So we'll lock in those. Always do that. Let's see if we can get him down to 110,000 a week. I'm not giving you a yearly wage rise. I'm not giving you an unused substitute fee. He's now going to want to say like 150 grand a week. There you go. So let's go back down to 120 again. See if we can get him anything closer to what we want. 130. 130. 130. No, okay, so 135. So we got him 10 grand down on what he wanted, so not too bad at all. If you are coming into the stream, I'd massively appreciate if you could leave a like. So Thiago has been dropping hints that he might be considering leaving the club to help him play. Well, I did try getting rid of him in the summer, but no one wanted him. So let's have a chat with him. I'll let you go if a team comes in for a reasonable bid for you. Choose a value. What does he suggest? 19.25. We'll go with that. Yep, 19.25 million. The team comes in for you for 19.25 million. I'm happy to let you go for that. I'll let you go if the club comes in for 10 million, to be quite honest. He's 32 years old. I don't want him at the club. We've moved on from them days. So, yeah, he can do one, quite honestly. Matthias Isepi moved delayed due to work permit. That's fine. In case anyone's wondering as well, by the way, the skin that I'm using is from Work the Space. Marcus Leonardo's waiting on a work permit as well. Yeah, just go on Google FM24 skins. You'll probably get the option to use it, or you can go on to YouTube, go on to the Work the Space channel, and he'll have it on there on how to download it and whatever else. You can download it from FM Scout, I believe. I think that's where I got it from. FM Scout's a great website as well, by the way. They've got a good YouTube channel as well. So this playlist on Spotify, it's a Epidemic Sounds one, and it is awesome. Because obviously streaming on YouTube, you have to have copyright-free music. And what's this, recruitment feedback meeting? Yeah, we'll end the meeting. Thank you very much. Yeah, and it's it's copyright-free music, Epidemic Sounds. And some of the songs on there actually are absolute bangers. Okay, so round of fixtures here. I don't know why we're playing as late as Tuesday and why we're not playing there, because by playing Tuesday we're only being given 2 days between games before the Merseyside derby. So Tottenham 1, West Ham 1, Aston Villa 4, Brighton 0. I mean, that's not a good result for Brighton, but a good one for Villa, obviously. Brentford 1, Arsenal 2. I mean, Havertz has scored there. That doesn't happen. Crystal Palace 3, Newcastle 0. Wow, okay, that wasn't the result recently between the two sides, was it? Newcastle 7th in the table. Palace are mid-table-ish, they're 12th. Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Luton 2, Sheffield United 0. Luton 15th in this save. I won't put any spoilers out there by saying where they finished in my save. Man United 3, Burnley 1, Chelsea 0, Fulham 1, Wolves 1, Bournemouth 1. So we're still to play, City is still to play. I mean, all four teams in the top four are level on 37 points. So Jota's resumed full training, as has Robertson. Isepi has been given his work permit. His transfer will go through on the 11th of June. So I'm assuming that's when he'll be 18 by then, so that's fine. Kanate's going to have his work permit decision on Christmas Day. Hopefully it's not turned down for him, so that'd be bad news on Christmas Day, wouldn't it? Got to make sure you hydrate. Okay, let's attend a press conference. I mean, I know a lot of people would be saying to me, why are you bothering to do press conferences? I barely do them. I go them and just click the second option repeatedly over and over again until the press conference is finished. So Kanate's been given his work permit, he signed his new contract, so he's happy. As long as he's happy, everyone's happy. Marcus Leonardo has been granted a work permit. He'll join us in January. I should actually check when the others are joining. So 1st of January for him, 1st of January for him. Sorry, no, the 11th of June for him. So Moscardo and Leonardo will be joining in January. The board had a message come through a little while ago that the board were giving me extra money in my transfer budget. Not really sure why, because I still had about 15, 16 million in there that I hadn't spent in the summer. But no, it does give me the opportunity to actually go out and buy some youngsters, get them in. Because if we look at our dev centre, we've got a strong under 21 squad, strong under 18 squad, and apparently we've got a good youth intake coming in. I mean, I've heard that 1,000 times, that it's a good youth intake. Oh, Gakpo's injured again. So Joe Gomez can go in there. Oh. See, I've kept some of the players from the under-21s knocking around. Jota can come in place of Gakpo. There's not a great deal. I mean, Robertson can come in place of Alexander-Arnold there. And we can probably put him in place of Valentin Barco. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that. Szoboszlai, I'm going to bring in for Gravenberch. I'll swap him and McAllister around because they're better like that. Do I put Jota in now? Yeah, so put Jota in there. Curtis Jones can drop to the bench. And I think there is an instant result button on there as well, but I've never pressed it since I've had this skin. I say I've never pressed it since I've had the skin. I've had the skin a day. I've done it yet, downloaded it yesterday. But I might use it at some point in the future if I'm doing like an experiment or a rebuild or something like that. If you are interested in that kind of content, you know, rebuilds and stuff, let me know. I'm more than happy to do them. I've got a pretty powerful PC which allows me to get through this game pretty quickly. I mean, I was sat here the other day and I was going through a game and I kind of worked out that if I really wanted to, from like 7 in the morning till 10, 11 o'clock at night, I actually do think I could get through an entire season in one day. I mean, I've done a full season with Luton. I've done half a season now with Liverpool. I've done a couple of years with an England save, which again, that was just a private one offline. I just wanted to see if international management was any better in this version of the game as what it was previously. And the answer to that is not really, in my opinion anyway. I've never liked international management. I think it's very boring. You just sit there hitting spacebar repeatedly over and over and over again, and then you'll get 2 games to play. You'll play them 2 games, and then you're just pressing spacebar over and over again, and it's just so tedious. So when you guys or girls play Football Manager, what do you like to do while you're doing it? Because I personally, I'd never sit here just playing Football Manager. I always have something else going on. I might have me iPad going with a playlist on there or a podcast on there, something like that. Or I might be sitting here with my headphones on like I am now, listening to a Spotify playlist. So what do you guys do? Do you do the same sort of thing? Do you listen to podcasts while you're playing Minecraft? Is there anything else you do? Let me know. I'd be interested to know what people do. I mean, I know from when I play my Minecraft game, I'm quite often playing Minecraft while watching Minecraft at the same time. And again, same with Football Manager. I'll sit here and I'll play Football Manager while also watching one of the other content creators. So we're 1-0 up. McAllister with a goal after 5 minutes. We're approaching the hour mark. We're on the hour mark. Salah looks like he needs to come off. So I think we'll bring Harvey Elliott on for Mo Salah and Barco on for Robertson. He has just come back from injuries. Oh, wrong one. Undo that. Where's Barco gone? Oh, here he is. I mean, it's highlighted for me, so I don't know how I missed him really, but Okay, so it's a throw in to us. Barco gives it to Virgil, to Cooper Miners, Szoboszlai, whatever his name is. Virgil, Canate, Gomez, going across the field. Elliott to Cooper Miners, to Gomez. Elliott back to Gomez again. We're being very patient. Are we actually going to get anywhere near goal with this? Coop Miners puts it out to Diego Jota on the left. He goes back inside to Coop Miners, back to Virgil, to Canate. Again, we're moving the ball from left to right. Ball over the top for Harvey Elliott, and Harvey Elliott scores. Good goal. I'm very kind of down on Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones, but to be fair, they've not actually done too badly for me when I've had to use them. Here's McAllister. Sobersley. Does it drive you mad as well, by the way, when people mispronounce names? It's it's really difficult actually, because you try and get that kind of thing right, but at the same time, you know you're probably not getting it right. The thing is, once you say the name, when you're on a live stream anyway, all you can do is try and say it right the next time because you've already said it. So Becker to Canate, building out from the back to Joe Gomez. Oh, I thought I was going to lose it there. Jota to Darwin, and he's just giving the ball away. So I mean, it's little things like that. Oh, now hang on. This is where either he's got the reactions of a snail. Let's go back 10 seconds and let's play. So here you go. He's got the presence of mind to challenge the goalkeeper Flecken. Now at that point, he's won the ball. If you was him, would you not just be throwing your right foot at the ball to get it into the back of the net? Instead, he sits. He don't sit there. Thankfully, I'd be even more fuming if he was sitting there. But he just stands there, looks at it, and then lets the goalkeeper take it. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about with the match engine, where yes, there's been improvements, but there does need to be more improvement, shall we say, because it's just little things like that that drive me insane with the match engine. Oh, good goal. Ibrahim Konate with the goal. I'm not going to bother making our fifth substitution. It's 3-0 win against Brentford. McAllister, Elliott and Konate with the goals. Well done, lads. That's a good win for us. Now we will need to rest the players. So, blimey, Man City beat Sheffield United 6-0. Wow. Kovacic with 2, Diaz, Rafinha, Alvarez. I'm assuming Haaland's injured, because you wouldn't expect him to score 6 goals and Haaland doesn't get a single one. Villa got 5. Petkovic, Diego Carlos, Watkins, Zaniolo and Tielemans. I mean, Luton beating Crystal Palace 3-0. There's a lot of goals scored here. Man United got 5. Wow. It's crazy that Anthony Martial's actually not too bad in this game. It's like it every year. He's usually pretty handy most years, and I don't really understand why. I think Sports Interactive need to have a look at who their Man United scout is. Salah's got fitness concerns again, of course he has. We praise Konate's performance. Wolves and Tottenham drew 0-0. So we're top of the table. Man City do have a game in hand over us. But Man City have 2 games in hand over other teams below them. We have 1 game in hand over them. So we've got our next games against Everton away from home, then Brighton at home, Sheffield United at home, then we've got Manchester City at home and Tottenham away. I mean, that'd be interesting if I was doing this as a Let's Play series, whereabouts you come back, because what I probably would have done something like Arsenal and AEK, just so you can get a Europa League game in there. And then, or potentially would have done PSV Newcastle actually. And then you'd definitely be coming back for Man City Everton. But you'd really want to get the Everton game as well, because it's the Merseyside derby. You've got to at least get that once in the season for putting a video out on YouTube for that. But yeah, you do Man City, Tottenham, and then you can't keep doing Man City. So bear in mind that's going to be a Europa League game. That would be the second leg. So you'd probably do Arsenal versus whoever you're playing against there. And then you'd probably come back for a Man United, Villa, something like that. Or you might just go to the end of the season, Palace and Luton. I mean, in terms of our final games of the season, Sheffield United, Crystal Palace and Luton, we've got quite a favourable run there. Gravenberch showing pleasing progress. I'm pleased. Oh, we didn't rest the players, did we? Oh dear. Oh, that means they're going to be knackered for the game against Everton. We lose a Merseyside derby and the fans are going to hate me, because a Merseyside derby means everything to Liverpool and Everton fans, which is fair enough. Come on, how long is this press conference? Blimey. That was way too long. I think it should just be capped at 10 questions maximum. Right, before we do the Merseyside derby and I pick the team for it and whatever else, I need to take a comfort break. So we'll save the game here. I'll put you on the BRB screen and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, what a tune this is that's on, by the way. I don't know if when this is played back as a video on demand on YouTube, if you can actually hear the music or whether that gets removed. I think you can still hear the music. But yeah, this is quite an awesome track actually. I'm just having a look at who it is. Someone New it's called, by Lupus, Nocte and Zorro. Like I say, it's on an Epidemic Sounds playlist, and this is a massive playlist as well. As like 156 songs on here. Oh, actually no. So I've given you the wrong name. I'm doing you dirty. Hang on. It's called Nobody Else. I'm trying to find. Where is it on here? Oh, there you go. Nobody Else by Swif7. That's Swif, SWIF 7. It's called Nobody Else. Yeah, that's really. I like that song. That's a bit of a banger actually. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Spotify playlist. We're here to talk football. Salah is going to have to come out. Oh no, I can't. I'm going to have to leave him in. I'll rest him for the next game, but I'll play him in this game. And have we got anyone else coming back from injury? No, not yet. I mean, we could play Ben Doak. Maybe we bring him in place of. In place of Bajcetic. Maybe we have Salah on the. No, it's a Merseyside derby. I've got to play Mo Salah in the Merseyside derby, haven't I? It'd be sacrilege to leave him out. Okay, so we just go through the team. Becker in goal, Robertson, Gomez out wide, with Virgil and Konate in the middle. Coop Miners in the defensive midfield role as a deep line playmaker, with Soberslai and McAllister in front of him. Jota and Salah out wide on the inside forward on attacks instructions, and Darwin Núñez up front. Let's get into the game. We've got to win this. We can't have the Liverpool supporters hate us because we've lost the Merseyside derby. We just can't. So yeah, what I'm planning on doing as well, I'm planning on potentially live streaming again later on today, and maybe plan that a little bit more. I mean, it's still going to be the Liverpool save, so we'll pick up from where we leave off here roughly. But this was just because I tried doing a live stream on YouTube when FM24 first, like the early access first dropped, and for some reason I had huge issues getting the live stream to work. It just wouldn't connect between Streamlabs and YouTube. So I did actually end up, because I do Streamlabs for YouTube and OBS for Twitch, so I ended up live streaming for about an hour on Twitch, and I was really frustrated because I prefer YouTube. You know, I think there's more chance of discoverability on YouTube than what there is on Twitch. Even though I think Twitch is actually the better platform. You know, it is a proper streaming platform, whereas YouTube's a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. Calvert-Lewin just gone wide. Now, can you see there's like, when it gets back to the highlight, there's like a white haze across the background. I'm hoping that gets fixed for FM24's full release on November the 6th. Because it's the only thing, it doesn't ruin it, but it just kind of is a bit disappointing, really. I mean, Darwin should have done better there. We are 2-0 up, by the way, in case anyone's listening without actually watching. Robertson's got the corner. The ball as well is very pingy. It's incredibly pingy in this early release version of Football Manager. So yeah, Diego Jota with the goal, McAllister with the assist after 2 minutes, and Darwin Núñez with the goal, and Mohamed Salah with the assist on 7 minutes. Gave us a 2-0 lead here at the park, at Goodison Park. So it's with Jordan Pickford. So Salah picks up now, he's giving it away to Onana. Calvert-Lewin's through, that's 2-1. Amadou Onana with a goal. I mean, Calvert-Lewin's carried an injury, but I think he carries an injury every day of his life. It's such a shame, really, in real life that Calvert-Lewin can't stay fit, because he's he's got so much talent, and he is such a good player that if he could stay fit and wasn't made out of glass, then he could be a top class. In fact, I'd say he probably wouldn't still be at Everton if he was able to stay fit. So it's half time. I'm happy so far, especially against the rivals, but you've got another gear in you in the second half. Yep, I think that's fair. I mean, you look at the positions and the heat maps, it does look quite even on that. Canate gives it to Gomez, both of them on yellow cards. He gives it to McAllister, to Coop Miners. Soberslai's hit the post. Dominic Soberslai hitting the post there. So close to making it 3-1. And we're approaching the hour mark. I'm going to have to take Mo Salah off now because I think I've got as much out of the guy as what I can. We bring Harvey Elliott on. I mean, he's having a good game as well, so I don't really want to bring him off. But we've got Gravenberch on the bench. I think we bring him on for Soberslai, swap him and McAllister round, and press play. Well, basically, I just don't want to concede another goal. We're winning at the moment. So we make our next 2 substitutions now. I think we bring Matip on for Canate. Endo can potentially come on for Cooper Miners. I think that's probably a good choice. Darwin's giving it away, but Elliott wins it back and then gives it back away again. I mean, the passing is ludicrous. Danjuma heads it on. Gomez picks up the loose ball, gives it to Endo. It's with Elliott, back to Endo. Thought he was going to sell Robertson short then, but it just about had enough legs on it. McAllister, he's lost the ball. Calvert-Lewin, this could be dangerous. Matip heads it away, but goes straight to Danjuma. I mean, he had so much time, he could have taken that down. And Calvert-Lewin scored, because of course he has. I mean, again, we go back to this again. And this is where it drives me mad, because Robertson, McAllister, blah, 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 blah. Calvert-Lewin with the ball, right? Crosses it in. Let's just play it on a little bit. Now, where he is there, now I'm not a professional footballer. I'm not paid thousands, hundreds of thousands of pounds a week to kick and head a ball, right? I don't have the footballing intellect that any of these players on this field should have more than me. But as that ball comes in, are you not thinking, let's head that back to the goalkeeper, let's give that to Alisson, okay? But instead, he does that, which gives it to Danjuma. I don't understand why you wouldn't just head that back to the goalkeeper. Let's go back live. And now we find ourselves in a position of being 2-0 up after 7 minutes, that we're hanging on in the Merseyside derby against Everton. Well, we've got one more substitution to make. I think we bring Curtis Jones on for Diego Jota. Don't know why, but let's just give it a go. Substitute. Oh, here's Darwin Núñez. He's through. Oh, Jota, how have you not scored that? You've had at least half of an open goal there. Oh, that is shocking. Yeah, so just things like that. I don't know if it's an issue with the match engine or whether I've just got players that are thick, but yeah. So actually, I'm going to have a look at Joel Matip and let's just see whether some more Salah fitness concerns. I mean, I think Salah needs to retire, to be quite honest, because he can't play a game of football without being knackered and needing to be rested. I've never known anyone like it. Again, I'll have a look at Mo Salah as well, actually, because you don't, in real life, you don't see Jurgen Klopp every other game saying, "Oh yeah, I've had to leave Mo back home today because he's a bit tired." So let's have a look at Mo Salah. What's his natural fitness? His natural fitness is 17. His stamina is 50, but his natural fitness is 17, and he can't play more than one game without needing to be rested. So let's suggest resting Salah for the next game. Let's put our arm around him. I'm going to give you a rest and play in the next couple of weeks. Oh my word. I appreciate that. A decent rest would do me good. Yeah, do you want to give me your wages for them 2 weeks as well, Mo? I mean, this guy... Where's this salary? He's on 350 grand a week. And he wants to sit home for a couple of weeks and have a good rest. Well, that's fine. I'll have that 700 grand back, mate. So, Matip, let's have a look at him. I want to see what his intelligence levels are like. So, decisions, 15. I mean, it's going down, to be fair, so maybe he is. But his concentration's 15, his composure's 15. I mean, you'd expect him to be able to make a good decision. His head is 16. Yeah, you'd expect him to be able to make a bit of a decent decision there, really, wouldn't you? Or at least make the right decision, shall we say. Okay, so we've got Brighton up next at home. So Mo Salah will be resting for 2 weeks, aren't we? Oh, I think that's ludicrous. Oh my word, no. Oh no, I've agreed to rest the whole squad for 2 weeks. What have I done? Oh no, I've never done this before. Does that mean I can't play any of them for 2 weeks? Or they're just not going to train for 2 weeks? Oh no. I could be in a bit of trouble in terms of fielding a team here. Surely I can still play them even though they're resting. Surely. Andre. 2.5 star potential, 3 star. No, 2.5 star current, 3 star potential. Defensive midfielder from Fluminense, or Flu as it's known in Football Manager because they don't have the licence. Yeah, I don't think I'll be signing you somehow. But thanks for the offer, Mr. Intermediary. So these are contracts that are set to expire, and Thiago we won't be renewing. Joel Matip, I've not made up my mind on him yet, but I think he may have just made my mind up for me. I was considering offering him another contract, but he's 32 years old. He's going to be 33 at the start of the next season. I'm probably just going to let him go for free. Adrian's going to go for free. Cade Gordon, I probably am going to offer him a new contract actually, so let's do that now. He does have a little bit of potential where he could be a useful player for us in terms of not having a yearly wage rise. Get out of here. Yeah, he's happy with that. We're giving that contract. The rest of them I'm not really that fussed about. I mean, we have used him in our Europa League squad on one game. He could potentially, if he fills his 3 stars, be quite useful, but he's probably only going to get to 2 stars, so I think we'll just let him go. Staff contracts set to expire, I'll deal with that later at another time. Youth contracts, nothing to worry about too much there. And match preparation against Brighton. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with this squad because they're all being... I mean, at the moment, Andrew Robertson's going out there on his own. Oh, God. I mean, if you're ever going to choose a time to make a complete wally of yourself, then you probably choose the right time when you're actually streaming on YouTube, don't you? It's McAllister and De Zerbi set for Anfield reunion. We might not be if he's being rested. So let's just get through there. I do wonder really why I don't just set my press conferences to my assistant. I just sort of think if I do the press conferences, it might make it look as though I'm good with the media. I mean, I don't do them all. I don't do new signing press conferences. What's it got on my staff responsibilities for media? So I don't do the new signing press conferences. I don't do the domestic cup press conferences, and I don't do the broadcast interviews. I just do the league press conference and the continental. So yeah, that's what that is. Recent form analysis. Yeah, that's jolly good. Erling Haaland has won World Player of the Year. Mo Salah has come second, and Martin Odegaard has come third. I mean, yeah, okay. 13 goals, 6 assists, 20 goals, 4 assists. I mean, Mo Salah's had the better average rating, to be fair. In fact, Odegaard's had a better average rating than his Norwegian counterpart. So, is that just a bit of favouritism there? Ederson, goalkeeper of the year. Anatoly Trubin of Benfica has come second. Alisson's third. Let's have a look at Trubin. Is he a player we want to sign in the summer? 41 to 60 million. We could probably do a deal there. Let's send a scout out for him. Do a comparison with Alisson. See what it says. So Alisson's the blue. Okay, so I think it's fair to say that Alisson's a better goalkeeper. He's much better at shot stopping, much better with distribution, better physically, quicker, better mentals, the same communication. He's more eccentric than Trubin, but Trubin is better aerially by a point. So, yeah, I think we'll probably stick with Alisson. I can't imagine Trubin's going to want to be a backup. So that's the team of the year. Ederson in goal. I mean, it's very Man City heavy, isn't it? Which you'd probably expect when they've just won a treble, to be fair to them. Alaba and Walker out wide with Laporte and Ruben Diaz in the middle. Koke and Rodri in midfield. Grealish and Salah out wide. Benzema from the Saudi League. I mean, to be fair, that would have been from when he was playing with Real Madrid. And Haaland up top. I mean, to be fair, if you was given that as a team and told to go and win something, you'd probably be pretty confident, wouldn't you? I mean, I'd probably take Benzema out of there because I don't think he's really suited in the number 10 role. He's more of a striker. But yeah, you'd be pretty confident of winning things with that team. I still can't believe what I've done with those resting every player in the squad. What a numpty. Yeah, Merry Christmas everybody. It's now January 1st, so Happy New Year. So Moscardo and Leonardo have come in. So with Moscardo, we picked him up for 5 million up front and 25 million or 20 million in instalments. 2-star current ability. He's 18 years old. He's got 5-star potential. He's got a weak left foot but a very strong right foot. Can play in the defensive midfield roles as well as the attacking. I mean, he's saying there centre back. I'm not sure I'd really want him as a centre back, but yeah, he's got potential, no doubt about that. And then Marcus Leonardo, that we're definitely looking at bringing into our first team. 2.5-star current with 3 to 4-star potential. I always have to be a bit dubious about this because when the stars are gold, that's what they pretty much should get to. When you got the white one, they could get to it, but it's unlikely. That's how I always have read that anyway. And yeah, he looks a useful addition, Marcus Leonardo. And like I say, we got him for 13.5 million. So have they been added to our squad so far? Because if so, hopefully I'll be able to use them in the next game if I can't use anybody else. Let's just get through. Newcastle an offer to Andre. That's fine. We don't want him anyway. So let's go to our tactics screen. I mean, I said I'm going to rest him. He's actually away in international duty anyway. He's not back until the 4th of February. So So what you mean then is I didn't even need to click to rest him, which if I hadn't clicked to rest him means that I wouldn't be resting every other player in my squad. Thanks for that. So we'll put Harvey Elliott out there for the moment. We've got anyone, so we've got Marcus Leonardo here. Now, he's going to be under 21, so I won't need to actually register him for the Premier League. So he can do the left. What's Jota like on the right? Just as good. So what I might do then is put Leonardo on the left, Jota on the right. Darwin obviously still up top. Right, let's take these out because they're supposed to be in our under 21s, so let's leave them in our under 21s. Same with Jarell Quansah. He has actually played for Liverpool in real life, hasn't he? I'm sure I saw him a couple of weeks ago. Moscardo, I'll say he likes to be, so we have a deep line playmaker which he can do. If he's going to play in the more central role, we do ball winning midfielder and box. We do ball winning midfielder, don't we? No, Mazzala. Oh dear. So he potentially could do Mazzala. I mean, he needs to improve in a few areas, but box to box midfielder. Again, he probably could do it. He just needs to improve in a few areas. At the end of the day, he's 18 years old. What's his individual training thing? So they're training to be not an anchor. I don't want to be an anchor. So defensive midfielder. There's a deep line playmaker on defend. Take control of this player's individual training. Yeah, fine. There you go. Leave the rest. I don't care about that. You'll suggest what else he should be doing to me. So Gabriel Moscardo, we need to have him on the bench because we need to give him a bit of game time here and there. So we'll put him in there instead of Ben Doak. Yeah, we'll stick with that. He can come out and go back into the under 21s. So Trent's still out injured for 5 to 10 days. Luis Diaz is still out injured. He's coming back tomorrow, which is no use to me today. Cody Gakpo's out for 2 weeks. And Mo Salah's away on international duty. So hopefully I can play the players that I'm resting, because if I can't, then we are going to get absolutely battered in this next game. Repayments begin. We are now required to make monthly repayments of 375k towards the 8.75 million pound bank loan taken out earlier. I mean, you got 28 million in the bank. Why don't you just pay it off? Oh, we're overspent on our wage budget. We need to make budget adjustments. We need to go up to 4.309. Okay. Yep, that'll do. So we've still got a wage budget of 21 million basically. Yeah, so just give him the 8 million out of that. I mean, have we got anyone else waiting to come in this season? We've got Isepi, who's going to be joining in June. So, I mean, you can even take it out of the transfer budget. I'm not going to be using it. It's just going to sit there. So the original budget this year was 86.3 million. Next season's minimum guaranteed budget would be 51.79 million. I mean, you'd like to think they're going to give me more next year, especially if we're back in the Champions League. The next season's wage budget is non-applicable. Well, it is applicable to me. I'd like to know what our wage budget's going to be. So we've got one early kick-off, Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. So according to this, Jota can only play 75 minutes of action, same with Robertson. Diaz can play 45 minutes. Trent is out completely. The board performance review, fine, B-. B- for the support as well. Everyone's happy. Managerial support is average. Dressing room atmosphere is excellent. What's the cohesion? Like, yeah, cohesion's good, so that's fine. So Palace and Villa are 0-0 at the moment. So opposition instructions, yeah. So I'm allowed to play them. Okay, so when you rest a player, it doesn't mean you can't play them. It just means they're not going to be training. Okay, that's a bit of a relief. Although I don't know how they're going to be if they've not actually trained. So let's get into the team. We've got Becker in goal, Robertson left back, Gomez right back, Virgil and Canate in the middle, Coop Miners in the deep line playmaker role, Sobersley and McAllister in midfield, Marcus Leonardo making his debut on the left with Jota on the right and Darwin Núñez up top. Darwin Núñez is actually a beast in this game, I have to say. So he could have number 16, he could have number 23. We will submit the squad numbers and we'll go. So if you like this sort of content, Football Manager content, there's a playlist on the channel where I've done a Luton Town Let's Play. We've just finished season 1 and the videos that come out today and tomorrow complete the season. And then on Thursday we're going to be doing a season review along with a bit of a transfer window special, which I am actually considering live streaming that, to be honest, and then just putting it up on the channel as a live stream. So that'll be on Thursday, and then Friday should be the start of season 2. So I'll definitely get 2 seasons of Luton Town done before the full game releases. Let's get on with the game, come on. And then once the full game does release, the stream content here on YouTube will be a journeyman. And it's going to be a journeyman outside the UK. We will be able to come to the UK whenever we choose to, but we're going to start outside the UK. Darwin Núñez, 1-0. Marcus Leonardo with an assist on debut. That's a very nice way to start. Oh no, here we go. Disallowed. VAR ruined FM23 because the amount of times you score a goal and it comes up, it's being reviewed. We know it's being reviewed, everything gets reviewed. You don't need it to flash up so many times. It hasn't seemed as bad in FM24, but I have felt it started to creep back in a little bit. And yeah, it is just frustrating because it sucks the enjoyment out of the game when you can't celebrate a goal, you know. And that's how I feel about VAR in real life as well, to be fair. You know, I've never been a particular fan of VAR, mainly because I've seen what technology has done in cricket, which is another sport I like to watch. Oh, Jota's won it, and Jota's scored. Is that going to be disallowed? Don't look like it. No, it is a goal. Yeah, so I've seen in cricket where, you know, a team will get a wicket and you can't celebrate the wicket because you've got to wait to see whether it's going to be reviewed and all this sort of stuff. And it does just suck the enjoyment out of the game. And I get it makes, it's supposed to make decision making better and the right things happen in game. And to be fair, in sports like cricket, tennis, rugby, things like that, there's the second goal, Van Dijk from the corner, Robertson with the assist. Yeah, generally it does happen that way. But with football, for whatever reason, or for a multitude of reasons, I think, they just don't use VAR correctly. And I hate it when people say VAR doesn't work or VAR's not working. It's not VAR that's not working, it's the people that use it. Because as it's proven in other sports, if you use it correctly, it will work. So we are playing against Brighton, so we need to realise they're not actually a bad team. Sobersley to Marcus Leonardo, he's got a goal on debut, get in. I do like it when a new signing scores, especially when it's on debut as well, because it just makes you feel like your decision to sign them was right, and especially the fact he's 20, so it ticks that little box of signing players that are under the age of 23 for the first team as well, which should then please the board. So that's going to be half time. Yep, 2-0, 3-0, sorry, at half time. Jota, Van Dijk, Leonardo with the goals. The media giving you a lot of credit, going part of worthy display. Well done, lads. If you leave a like on the stream as well, that would be massively appreciated. If we get people when they pop in to leave a like, then it's YouTube more likely to push it out to other people. So that would be massively appreciated. So still 3-0. We're getting towards the hour mark where I'm likely to start making substitutes. I tend to do... Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, I've missed that one. So it's a penalty to us. Okay. Who's stepping up for it? It's McAllister. Nicely taken. Nice penalty, Alexis. Must admit, when I heard he was Argentinian, I was very surprised. I didn't realise McAllister was an Argentinian name. But we're 4-0 up. Let's start making substitutions. Robertson's looking tired, so we bring on Barco for him. I don't know if I really want to bring Moscardo on actually. Let's bring him on for Cooper Miners. Because Cooper Miners doesn't often get much of a rest. I think we'll leave it at that for now. So yeah, I'd usually do substitutions 60 minutes, 70 minutes, or between 70 and 75. And then something like the 85th minute just to see a game out and things like that. I do differ it and change it up occasionally, but I am pretty set in my ways when it comes to the substitutions that I make. When you look at them heat maps, and Brighton are very deep. They're stooping on now. Can he get across in? He can. Oh, they've had an opportunity, but they couldn't take it. So we'll make our next set of substitutions. So we bring Carmo on for Van Dijk. Jones, no. Elliott can come on for Diogo Jota. And Matic can come on for Canate. There you go. That should be enough changes. Sobersley. Darwin. Oh. Thought he was going to get a 5th goal then. So Sobersley will take the corner. Is this a short one? Yeah, it is. Oh, that was worth doing, wasn't it? I was getting quite excited. I was like, oh yeah, let's see how short corners work. Barco gets the crossing from the byline, but still comes out to claim it. So yeah, I'll probably be ending the stream within the next half an hour. And then I'll be back again this afternoon about 3 PM. And I'll carry on live streaming with Liverpool. And we're about halfway through the season at the moment. So let's see how far we can get through it this afternoon. And I'm definitely going to have to carry on with this playlist as well, I think, because I am really liking this playlist. So we've got no more substitutions to make, so hopefully we don't get any injuries or anything between now and the final whistle. It's a nice 4-0 win. 5 minutes of injury time is up, and there you go, 4-0 win for Liverpool against Brighton. See what the league table looks like after this. So there you go, we've got all these results here, we'll go through those in a minute. But City are, I was going to say they're plummeting, but to be fair, they're not actually playing. So Yeah, we're on 44 along with Manchester United, who've played a game more. Arsenal are on 42, but they've played a game more. Then you've got Man City and Villa on 41, but Villa have played like 3 games more than Manchester City. So I don't think City are going to be too worried about them catching them up. Let's attend the press conference. Let's quickly get through that. What position do you feel the squad could do with strengthening in? Yeah, fine, we'll say that one. But like I said, I really don't think that press conferences do anything, unless you say something absolutely ridiculous. Oh, now there's Nunes has got fitness concerns. I mean, he's being rested. I don't know what more you want me to do. He's complaining about being unfit while I'm resting him. You know, look at the tactics screen. Look. They're all being rested, including Nunes. Needs a rest. He's being rested. Well, I mean, I thought interaction logic had improved in Football Manager. So Aston Villa won 2-0 against Palace. Arsenal drew 0-0 with Fulham. Chelsea won 6-2 against Burnley. They also had Enzo Fernandez sent off. Liverpool, we know, won 4-0. Luton lost 3-0 to Bournemouth. Man United won 5-0 against them. They're getting some big wins lately, Man United. Tottenham and Forest drew 0-0. Newcastle beat West Ham 4-2. Brighton beat Wolves 1-0. And Man City beat Everton 2-0. They now move back up to second in the table. I mean, look at that for a top 5. 3 points separate the top 5. I'll tell you what, with the way the Premier League is at the moment, we could have something very similar in real life as well this season. And probably very similar teams as well, actually. So we've got Sheffield United next in the FA Cup. Then we've got Manchester City in the league. I think what we'll probably do is do them 2 games. And then that's when I'll probably end the stream. Like I say, until this afternoon. Tottenham loan offer for Gomez. I mean, I'm playing him in every game. Go away. Don't insult me. I haven't got him loan listed or anything stupid like that, have I? Transfer status. Nothing set. No. I mean, Tottenham, seriously. What are you thinking? So Diaz has resumed full training. Yeah, that's all fine. Continue. So Blackburn make Miles offer, Terence Miles. They want to sign it, so he's got a transfer value of 4.5 to 150k, and they're coming in for 42,500, but they're starting off with 28k. So he's out of contract at the end of this season. Can we get a little bit more from them? Let's go for 35,000. Then per league appearance of 10 games. Let's go for 2,000 on that as well. Yep. Oh, we've got a Wheeler Dealer advancement on Steam. You successfully negotiated a higher bid for a player. I don't know if that came up on what you are watching. Let me know if it did. I'm interested to know. Brighton make Andre offer. That's fine. We don't want him anyway. Leeds make Mabaya offer. So again, value. Go away. Value 250 to 950,000 pound. They're coming in at 325,000 pound. So I think we're going to say 250. Oh, they've gone for it. Okay. Never actually looked to see whether I want to sell him or not. He might actually be a really good, promising youngster. Contract runs out in 2026. He's got a lot of determination, to be fair. Elliott making positive development. Aguire's taken the hot seat at Wolves, so they've got rid of, who is it, Gary O'Neill that's there at the moment? In real life, yeah, because he went back and got a win against Bournemouth at the weekend, which I was really pleased that he done. Gordon Seal's new 2-year contract, so we've signed him up to the club. That's great news. And now they want to loan him. Squad player. Nope, I want him to be a regular starter. I'm not really worried about the finances, but I want him to be a regular starter. Yep, okay, fine. You can have him Coventry on loan. They're paying 20% of his wages. Also, if he's not used, they're going to pay 2.6 thousand a month. Attacking midfielder right, regular starter. I think at his age, 19, that's important for him to get some game time. So I'm really happy for him to go there. Milner pinpoints McBurney threat. Well, thank you for letting me know, James. I really appreciate that. Capaldo linked with switch to Liverpool. I can't stop looking at that press officer, Darcy O'Reilly. I mean, Football Manager, your new gen faces are wild. Reports emanating from the Athletic suggest FCRB Salzburg central midfielder Nicolas Capaldo could be set for a move to the English Premier Division team Liverpool, who are weighing up to make an offer. Are we? Well, I wasn't aware we was considering going for him. I mean, I'm not going to, but thanks for letting me know that I was thinking about it. Now, I've got to say, I've not known a massive uptake in Saudi clubs buying players in this real world version of the game. I know there's been some people that have had mental offers come in from Saudi Arabian clubs, but like I say, I personally have not seen it yet. So Trent and Luis Diaz can both do 75 minutes of action. I'm probably not going to risk them. I mean, he still says injured on his. Yeah, I'm probably not going to risk them purely because we've got Liverpool coming up. But if we bung Luis Diaz in there, and then in terms of the actual lineup, I think we'll stick with that team, to be fair. I was going to bring in Gravenberch, but don't think I will now. Okay, let's click play. FA Cup third round. I do want to go on a bit of an FA Cup run, actually, so we do want to win this game. There I am with my lovely orange tie. That's my Luton Town tie, to be fair. And let's go. Let's go Liverpool. Coop Miners with a free kick. Nice one to Jota. And Jota scores 1-0. 7th goal of the season for Diego Jota. Lovely stuff. The crowd go wild. Wonder what the attendance is. Oh, blimey, Darwin Núñez. Calm down a bit, lad. Marcus Leonardo to McAllister. Finds Leonardo. Oh, I thought he was going to get his first ever FA Cup goal for us. That would have been absolutely delightful, that would. And then over the bar from Diego Jota. What's the weather like at the moment? Well, it's not raining, which they did say it was going to rain. It's one reason why I decided to go live this morning. I thought it was just going to rain all day. I might as well just on and off live stream. But it's always nice to go out and touch some grass occasionally during the course of the day, you know. Coop Miners with the free kick. Oh, yes, Darwin Núñez. That has been a profitable thing for us this season, has been the Cooper Miners free kick with Darwin Núñez getting the header. Robertson with a corner. Canate, don't know what was happening there, but Núñez has headed it in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's 3-0 after 37 minutes. Darwin Núñez has got a couple of goals. Diogo Jota got the other goal. Koopmeiners got a couple of assists. This is beautiful. I've got to say, doing a Liverpool save on FM24 is quite a nice save to do, because it's quite an easy save, really. There's, bearing in mind I've done Luton Town, or I'm doing Luton Town as my YouTube Let's Play, which is up on the channel, by the way. Check it out. There's a playlist there with all the episodes in it. And that series was so hard. I've played Football Manager for more years than I can remember. I played it when it was Championship Manager, and I've done all different manner of saves. Well done, Darwin Núñez gets his hat-trick. Marcus Leonardo with the assist. I've done all manner of saves over the years. I've done lower league saves. I've done journeyman. I manage Arsenal usually in the beta every single year, and I've never had a save that made me as miserable as what that Luton Town one did. It was an enjoyable misery, don't get me wrong. I love doing it, and the stories that... Oh dear, Darwin Núñez is a bit unhappy. Can I praise him personally? I'm happy you were at the final third. Oh no, he's confused. Okay, I shouldn't have said anything. He's already moaned at me once because my team talks are confusing him. I think it might just be him, because he's the only one that seems to be confused. So yeah, maybe it's just him. But yeah, it's when you get into this routine where you're just losing and losing and losing, you just think to yourself, where is the next win coming from? And you look at a game that you think, okay, we might not win it, but we could get a draw in this game. And then you just go and get absolutely spanked 4-0 anyway. And you just think, I can't see the light through the trees. It's honestly, it's so depressing. And yeah, I won't say too much more, because I don't want to give away what happened in the save. I don't want to do any spoilers. One reason why I'm doing this Liverpool save is because, like, as a stream, because I can't do the Luton one because it's going to give things away, obviously. But yeah, so Soboslai wins the ball, gives it to Jota. I haven't done any substitutions yet, so where's my mouse gone? Here it is. So let's do our substitutions. I'm going to bring on Moscardo again for Koopmeiners. Not because Koopmeiner's been one of the best players on the field, to be fair. Luis Diaz can come on for Marcus Leonardo and get his 45 minutes, or 30 minutes. Be 30 minutes when you add on stoppage time. Then, do I want to make any more? Yeah, bring Barco on for Robertson. 3 substitutions. 25 minutes to go. I mean, we look like we're comfortably going to be into the 4th round draw of the FA Cup. Headed over to Bath from Darwin. I mean, you look at the stats, I mean, you don't get much more of a one-sided game of football than that. It's so then Endo can come in for Soboslai, Gravenberch can come in for McAllister. That's their final 2 substitutions. Darwin Núñez with a hat-trick. I mean, we're going to have to check. I didn't actually look at how many goals he's got this season, but he's just scoring for fun. I mean, if you're playing an FM save and you're able to sign Darwin Núñez, absolutely do it, because he is incredible in this game. Certainly much better than what he appears to be IRL. So Hamer with the free kick for Sheffield United. Puts the ball in the box, but Addison comes out to claim it. But there is a glitch in the game as well, not a glitch but a bug, with the set piece thing, where if you go onto the throw-ins, you can't do more than 1 routine. I mean, it gives you the option to do 2 routines, but if you select one, like routine 1 as the short throw, then when you do option 2 and you select that as the long throw, it then automatically changes option 1 as a long throw as well. So I'm pretty certain it has already been reported as a bug, and something that Sports Interactive will no doubt want to get fixed before the full release, with how big set pieces are in this version of the game, because of, everyone's been asking for it after all. Oh, Darwin Núñez is injured, out for 3 to 4 days. Liverpool received that. Classy Núñez on form. Apparently I can't praise him for it. Usually you get a thing down here for it, don't you? Wonderful stuff. So let's go into Manchester City. That's going to be the last game of the stream. They play a day after us, so they're going to have less time to recover. Bournemouth trial offer for Kumas. Go away. You ain't trialing anyone. You want to buy someone, give me an offer for him. So Man City have dropped, because they dropped points, it's not a league game, is it? They've drawn their FA Cup game against Chelsea. So that's going to be an additional fixture for them to have to fit in this season. And you'd assume they're going to do very well in the Champions League and all that. So Swansea make Miles offer. I can't remember how much we agreed to with the other club. Let's just reject that. Boom, boom, boom. FA Cup 4th round draw. Let's go. Let's see who we got in the 4th round. I mean, there's 32 teams to draw. So Bournemouth get West Brom. Leyton Orient or Stoke get Tottenham. Bolton get Crystal Palace. Man United get Norwich. Brighton or Ipswich get Blackburn. Hull or Cambridge get QPR. Arsenal get West Ham. Cardiff or Wolves play Salford or Birmingham. Rotherham will play Brentford. MK Dons will play Plymouth. Swansea or Huddersfield will get Derby County. Nottingham Forest are drawn with Preston or Luton. Chelsea or Manchester City will get Bristol City. Grimsby will play Sheffield Wednesday. I mean, there can't be that many teams left now. Southampton will play Liverpool. And Newcastle will play Leeds. So we've got Southampton in the FA Cup 4th round. It's another away game. I say another, I know it was at home against Sheffield United, but it was away in both of their Carabao Cup games that we've played this season. So if we go back to the tactics screen, I'm very tempted to stick with the team we've got, but I might have to change Núñez. I might have to play Harvey Elliott because nobody else can apparently. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing. So Harvey Elliott on the right and Jota up top. Is Gakpo back from injury yet? No. He's still got 5 more days. So just everyone seems injured. I know it's not everyone, it's only a few players, but Milner fears De Bruyne a threat. Don't fear anybody. Don't fear anybody or anything. It's not worth it. You can overcome any situation. Again, that's another press conference where there's far too much or too many questions being asked. Mumbai set to sign for Leeds. Off you go, my son. Nice knowing you. Yeah, that's all good. Arsenal versus Tottenham, the North London derby. Trossard and Nketiah with the goals to give Arsenal a 2-1 win. Bum, bum, bum. So expectations for the match. I mean, the supporters tell us we should be winning this. I mean, I know we're at home, but, you know, maybe calm down a little bit. Why are we putting Adrian on a coaching course when he's going to be leaving here at the end of the season? I mean, who's making these stupid decisions? Alexander-Arnold's fit. So Darwin Núñez can play. Alexander-Arnold can play 75 minutes. Luis Diaz can play 75. That might change our way of thinking a little bit as well. So opposition instructions, fine. Team select. I can't wait for the 2 weeks we're having all this resting stuff gets taken out. So Darwin Núñez, I mean, he's not fit. There's no way we can play him. Might as well just take him out altogether, to be fair. So Trent can play. So do you know what? It's really annoying because I don't like having a goalkeeper on my bench, but I've seen too many situations. It has happened to me once in the Luton Town save where the goalkeeper got injured during the game. So now I'm just too scared to not have a goalkeeper there. But we bring Trent on. There you go, that'll do. Harvey Elliott is lacking match sharpness. Okay, thank you very much for letting me know. So they've got Ederson, Cole Walker, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, Aki, Rodri, Silva, De Bruyne, Rafinha, Foden, Haaland. I mean, what do you want me to say? And then you look at their bench: Kovacic, Núñez, Grealish, Zach Steffen, Gvardiol, Alvarez, Lewis, Doku, Pepe. Surely that's not the former Arsenal Pepe, is it? I'm assuming it's not. They wouldn't be stupid enough to sign him. Let's go out there and prove a point, whatever it was that it said. Alright, be prepared to take your medicine, because that's what's going to happen here. I've got to say, I don't really get why that's a captain's thing. It looks like a cake, or a tin of like Quality Streets or roses or whatever. Celebrations, that's the one I was trying to think of. So Akanji has the ball. With Rodri, Akanji. I mean, what I will say is one of the things that's been heavily emphasised with Football Manager, is like FM24, is how the shapes work and how players' positions look more realistic. And this is absolutely what Man City do in real life. You've got Walker, Akanji and Ake as the centre-backs there. You've got Ruben Diaz as the other centre-back, as if he's in a libero role, has moved forward into midfield to partner Rodri. Then you've got De Bruyne and Bernardo as your more attacking midfield options. And then you've got obviously your Foden, your Haaland and Rafinha there. So you're creating that four in midfield, which you look at how we're now lined up against that. And we've got Marcus Leonardo, as he's an inside forward, he comes in anyway. Then we've got Szoboszlai, who should really, I think, be picking him up. Then McAllister should be on De Bruyne, which he pretty much is. I'm not sure what Cooper Miners should be doing though. Is he in the right position or should he be over here? Maybe he should be there. Or maybe you should have Szoboszlai there with McAllister there. He comes over here a bit more. Because you've then got a situation potentially here, and it looks like Diaz is shaping up to do it. But you've got a position here where that ball can go forward, and you've got Bernardo and Rafinha with Robertson there, and Haaland can split the centre-backs. Now you would assume you've got Konate will go with him, and Virgil can offer some support out here if needed. Otherwise, he can stay in centre and help Konate with Haaland. So we look in a pretty reasonable position at that point. And do you know what? I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that. So I'm just going to get my snip tool. I don't do this anywhere near enough. I should take screenshots more often, really. So, where are we? New. That'll do. Right, let's press play. So he's gone back to Walker, to Rafinha, with Bernardo, and now we've got the flat back four there. That's Robertson, that's Koopman. So Koopman has been dragged out here to help Robertson. I think it's just fascinating to just see how these phases of play work out. Good tackle. Ruben Diaz with the long distance effort, and yes, I think we pretty much kept them at bay, and they end up having to take a long distance shot against us. So here's Rafinha. Oof, that was a good effort. That's another corner to Manchester City. Rafinha takes it again. They like putting it out onto the edge of the box, don't they? We win it back though. Robertson can find Szoboszlai. Oh, and he's offside. That's frustrating. So you can kind of also see it as well in their shape on here, where you've got your three centre backs or your three players act as centre backs. Then you've got Ruben Diaz moving into the midfield to support Rodri, and then you've got like the other two here with the front three there. Whereas with us, it very much looks a rigid 4-3-3. Like I say, personally, I just find all that fascinating. It's part of football in real life as well as Football Manager, you know, with tactics and stuff. Szoboszlai, Elliott, no, come on, score a goal. I mean, you look at that Man City team and they're on another level, aren't they? They really are. Rafinha with a free kick, finds De Bruyne, back to Rafinha, back to De Bruyne. Oh, I thought that was certainly going to be 1-0. It's gone out for a corner, so it must have taken a deflection. I don't think the keeper saved it. And that's gone over the bar, and it's a goal kick. And it's going to get to half time, is it? Or they got a sting in the tail right on the end of the half? Oh, what about Jota's forward? Jota? Oh, well, straight at Ederson. We've had a shot on target. It's only one shot on target. But to be fair, we've got better XG. But look at that, they've got 66% possession, 94 passes completed as well. That is mad. It really is. Our shoot has not been good enough. There you go. We've only had one shot on target. Shoot more, but just be accurate. I mean, to be fair, we've had 6 shots at goal to their 7. Or 9 now, but 7 at the time. I think you just have to get used to the fact against Manchester City, you're not going to be the team that has the possession. It's going to be them. So I think we bring Trent on for Joe. God, I don't know actually. We might bring him on for Kanate and just swap him around like that and put Joe in the middle because he's actually having a good game. We've got plenty of players here that are not having a great game though. So let's move Marcus Leonardo and Jota will swap around there, and then I'll bring in Luis Diaz for Jota. I think that's where we'll leave it for now. Saved by Ederson, I suppose. Went straight to him, but Coop Miners to Gomez, to Alexander Arnold, to Coop Miners, back to Trent, to Elliott, McAllister, Szoboszlai. They're pinging it about. Come on, let's try and create a chance that leads to a goal. McAllister to Leonardo. Oh, get in, Marcus Leonardo, my new signing. I'm going to keep mentioning he's my new signing. I want people to know he's my new signing. Coop Miners with a free kick. So it's with Harvey Elliott. out to Cooper Miners, who's kept himself out wide. McAllister, oh, I thought that got in. I was about to leap then, thinking that McAllister had just scored. Right, so Somerslow's not playing well, bring Gravenberch on for him. Harvey Elliott's not having the best of games. We haven't really got anyone to bring on for him, have we? That's a shame. I don't think I'm going to make any more substitutions. I'll leave it for now, and then we're getting to like the 85th minute, and if we're still 1-0 up, then I might actually make a couple of substitutions just to waste a bit of time. But here comes City. It's with Ake to Edison. It's almost a very good ball. Elliott to McAllister, finds Gravenberch. Oh, if Leonardo could have got that, that would have been a glorious move, regardless of whether it went in as a goal or not. So Edison tries De Bruyne, but we win it back. It's now with McAllister. Oh, we've had chances. We've had chances. Right. I mean, you look at how central that heat map is for Manchester City. That's madness. 60% possession. We've had more possession in this half, to be fair. Right, let's bring on Carmo for Van Dijk. Cooper Miners can come off. We bring Moscardo on, or do we bring Endo on? No, we're going to go with Moscardo. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Robertson with the throw to Gravenberch. Leonardo 2-0. Moscardo gets an assist. Is this going to be disallowed? It is, isn't it? Oh, you horrible referee. Oh, I love you, referee. Thank you very much. So Moscardo gets his first assist for us. Leonardo gets another goal. I'll tell you what, I'm liking this Marcus Leonardo. And we have beaten Manchester City 2-0. It's at, I was going to say the Emirates then, it's not the Emirates, it's at Anfield. And that has put us 3 points clear with a goal difference of plus 10 on them, with them having a game in hand, which if they win their game in hand means we still stay top of the league. So we're 21 games in. We're going to end the stream there. And when I come back this afternoon, like I say, it's going to be about 3 p.m, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. If you want to be alerted to it, you can subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on. Leave a like while you're at it. That would always be appreciated as well. And yeah, I think it's been a pretty successful stream actually. We've done about 5 league games plus an FA Cup game. We are in January. It is potentially a January transfer special, you could say. And we'll attend the press conference because we're happy and delighted to be here. As you can imagine, we would be after beating Manchester City. Postecoglou spotted at Anfield. Don't really care, to be honest. I mean, where are Tottenham in the league? I mean, they're 6th. Have I got them coming up? Let's have a look at our schedule, see what we have got coming up. Oh yeah, so we got Tottenham next. Then we got Southampton in the FA Cup. Then we got Burnley, Brentford, Chelsea, Wolves. I mean, that could be a nice little thing for the live stream, couldn't it? Revenge for Manchester City against us. Then we've got West Ham, Europa League games, Arsenal, Forest. Okay. We're going to win the league. You know, spoiler alert and all that sort of stuff. Let's save the game. And thank you very much for joining me for this live stream. Thank you very much if you're watching it after the event. If you are, please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, all that sort of stuff. And if you want more Let's Play series, there's a Luton Town Let's Play on the channel at the moment. Just click on the channel, go onto the playlist, work your way through it. There's only, I think, 5-6 episodes in at the moment. Then, if you want more live streams, you're in luck because we will be doing more of them. This one's been 2 hours on the dot actually, and we'll probably do, I'll say between an hour and a half to 3 hours for live streams, but most of the time they'll be an hour and a half to 2 hours. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon, hopefully, for the next live stream. Thanks a lot. Bye.